What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Facebook, wherever I'm streaming live, Facebook, Twitter. I got something on this couch. My business Facebook page, Tailor Made Training for You, FIMP, 50 and over. All the places where I'm streaming, Gwen's Boy Mindset, my YouTube channel. Hello, everybody. Hello. I want to talk to you guys about discipline versus motivation. I've talked on discipline and motivation a lot on videos, posts, pretty much, several different things. So I want to talk to you guys about, how they differentiate from each other. So I made it a goal that I was going to talk about fitness all throughout the month of January, because I know that's a pivotal month for a lot of people when it comes to, New Year's resolutions and stuff. And, just trying to get back into the swing of things, whether they're new to this or been out of it for a while, had some setbacks last year or the years before. The difference between discipline and motivation is discipline is pretty much, it's all mental. Discipline is 100% mental. It has nothing to do with the physical. It has nothing to do with how strong you are. It's a mental thing. It's one of those things to where, hey, you got to do something, you're gonna do it regardless. Discipline, you're gonna do whatever if you have a goal, if you have a goal, your primary objective is to attain that goal. Okay? That's the difference between that's something that discipline actually entails. It's not something that goes off of a feeling. It's not something that goes off of, well, I'm going to say this because it makes me feel good, or I'm going to do this because it makes me feel good. Discipline is simply like this. It's got to get done. There's no gray area when it comes to discipline. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to discipline. There's no, oh, I got a headache today when it comes to discipline. Oh, I don't feel like it when it comes to discipline. Discipline is going to get it done regardless of what's going on, regardless of the weather outside, regardless of what everybody else is doing. Discipline is a focus type regimen. Okay. If that person says, I'm working out 3 days a week, discipline is going to make sure it happens. If that person says, I'm working out 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, discipline is going to make it happen. No matter what, no matter what's going on throughout this day, discipline is going to make sure that task is going to get done every single day, period. No matter what. Discipline is non-negotiable. Discipline doesn't negotiate, period. It doesn't negotiate off of anything. Discipline is going to get it done. Discipline don't care who's around, it's going to get it done. Discipline will try to get it done even when it's sick. Discipline will try to get it done even if it's 50%. Discipline would try to get it done even through depression. Discipline would try to get it done even through whatever emotions it's feeling. Discipline looks at emotion like, if discipline is sad, discipline is going to be like, you know what? I'm sad, but I got to go get this work. You know what? He walked out on me, but I got to go get this work. You know what? She walked out on me, but I got to get this work. You know what? Everybody in the world is talking about me, but I got to get this work. Hey, my whole life, when I messed up and made mistakes, is all on public display, but I got to get this work. That's how discipline is. Discipline has a never die attitude. Discipline has a never surrender attitude. Discipline has a never quit attitude. It's different from motivation. Discipline and motivation is so different, just like night is different from day. There's no comparisons in night and day. There's no comparison. Night and day has nothing in common. Night and day has nothing that's compatible. One's night, it's dark, one's light during the day. That's how discipline and motivation are nothing of the same. Some people would choose to argue that point, but you know, but I digress when it comes to that. Now, what discipline does, discipline is always focused. If discipline sees itself being unfocused, it's going to refocus and focus again and get back into better focus. Discipline is never going to procrastinate. Discipline is never going to allow itself to live off excuses. Discipline is not even going to mind screw itself into believing its own BS. Now, motivation, motivation. Motivation is that dude who's telling her everything she wants to hear, but never delivers on nothing. Motivation is that thing that doesn't realize what it has until it's gone. Motivation has no consistency ever, period. Motivation is somebody who is on constant mood swings Monday through Sunday. Motivation is you don't know what you're going to get from one day to the next. Motivation comes and goes. Motivation is on a 24-hour, 365 days a year, every second on a minute, every minute on an hour roller coaster. Motivation, there's no guarantees in motivation. If motivation ain't feeling good, motivation like, nah, I ain't doing this today. If motivation is one of these things, like if it comes to work, now I ain't come here to work. That's motivation. Motivation has no consistency ever. You can depend on motivation to be inconsistent, but you can never, ever in your life depend on motivation to be consistent. Period. Point blank. Motivation will leave you in that foxhole taking grenades every time by yourself. Motivation gonna leave his fellow man behind. Motivation has no loyalty. Oh, motivation ain't got no loyalty. Motivation ain't even loyal to itself. Motivation will leave you asked out every single time. If you are out there and you're in your New Year's resolution mode, and if you're dependent on motivation, it would be it it would be I behoove you to let go of motivation and jump on the discipline train. Motivation is always going to set you up to fail because that's what you're dependent on. Motivation is that feel good thing you feel when you think you done met the right person and oh, she's the person of my dreams and he's the person of my dream. But here's the thing about motivation. Motivation gonna leave you asked out when it's time to do the work. Motivation gonna leave you asked out when you become difficult. Motivation, no, she's too difficult to deal with. No, she's too argumentative. No, she's too combative. Motivation gonna have an excuse about you every day of the week. Motivation ain't gonna see you as, you know what? Maybe I need to probably try to love this person through their pain. Maybe they ain't never had nobody to love them right. Motivation is like, you know what? Maybe I need to be there for them 24/7 because maybe they don't even know what that feels like. Motivation, that's not motivation. You know, that's discipline. Discipline thinks like that. Motivation thinks like it thinks the opposite way. So I almost kind of mix that up a little bit. But motivation is never going to think like discipline does. The first sign of trouble, motivation is running. The first sign of hard, motivation is running. The first sign of difficulty, motivation is running. The first mistake, motivation is done with you. Motivation doesn't believe in redemption. Motivation don't believe in second chances. That's not motivation. Motivation has an easy button constantly at the forefront of its mind. When it's come time to do the work, motivation don't want to do it. Motivation is going to scream and holler and think this is way too hard. Motivation is going to think, oh, don't take all that to do this. Motivation going to be like, no, motivation has a microwave mentality. It, excuse me, motivation wants to put it in a microwave and ding and everything gets fixed. That's motivation. You know why people fail? Do you want to know why people fail? People fail because they are holding on to that first day that they met with that trainer or that gym or whatever. They were feeling good in the moment. They got caught up into the moment. So motivation is feeling good, but now when it's time to do the work, motivation is doing the backstroke and scratching his head. It's like, oh man, maybe I didn't think this thing through. Maybe this is motivation is constantly back and forth. Motivation never knows what it wants. Motivation is it has no stability. It's unstable. It don't know what it wants from one day to the next. Motivation don't even know what consistency looks like, feels like. Motivation don't even know how to spell consistency. That's why y'all keep failing, because you go off these feel-good feelings when it comes to January 1st. Oh, this new year, new me crap. Every single year, you do the same thing. There's no mystery to it. There's no mystique to it. You do the same thing every year and you never get nothing accomplished throughout that whole year. And you right back doing the same thing that you did the previous year. You're right back, probably looking worse or looking the same than you did the previous year. See, there's no growth. Growth comes from being uncomfortable on purpose. See, discipline thrives off being uncomfortable. Discipline is hungry off being uncomfortable. Discipline thrives off the challenge. When discipline is challenged, it's like, oh, all right, now it's time to go to work. I'm going to show them. Discipline loves, excuse me. Discipline loves, I got to grab something real quick. So discipline loves doubters. Yeah. Discipline loves the doubters. Discipline embraces every hater that comes his or her way. See, the thing about discipline, not everybody has it. Not everybody has the discipline to sustain or to challenge their body from year in, year out. Discipline never gets tired of challenges. Discipline embraces it. Discipline embraces all challenges. Discipline loves the naysayers. Discipline actually laughs when people doubt it, doubt him or her. Discipline smiles at adversity. It literally smiles at adversity. Discipline looks at adversity and all challenges and be like, you know what? You may not know me very well, but discipline tells every obstacle. Discipline tells every challenge. Discipline tells every setback, every time's shortcomings. Discipline tells it, I'm gonna make you my bitch. See, discipline has a certain swag about it. Yeah, man, discipline has major swag. Discipline has so much belief in itself. Every time you doubt it, you add fuel to discipline's fire. You ignite discipline every time you come out. Discipline, you just ignite. It smiles at you because discipline, like, you know what? These fools think they know me better than I know myself, and I'm the one that's sitting in the shell. I finna prove them fools wrong again. Discipline say every time you see me, every 6 months or a year you see me, I'm gonna be looking better and better. Discipline be like, you know what? Discipline like, man, every time I ain't discipline say I ain't gonna never. They ain't gonna never let them jokers see me slide. Discipline say, yo, you will never see my body looking mediocre. Discipline says, every time you see me, discipline says I get finer and finer every time you see me. Even when you don't give me the props, even when you deny it, even when you pretend like you don't see me, discipline look at you and smiles and be like, you see me. You can pretend that you don't see me, but you see me. That's discipline. Motivation? Nah. If you dependent on low motivation to have your back, motivation gonna leave you. Motivation is gonna leave your dud ass in the wind every single time. Motivation ain't nothing but a fart in the wind. That's all motivation is. It's a fart in the wind. It's in the wind. That's motivation. It's a fart in the wind. That's what motivation is. Motivation ain't shit. And that's why you keep failing, because that's what you're depending on. You depend on that feel good moment on January 1st. Oh, yeah. And then come end of February, March, and April, when it's time to get to do the work, when it's getting difficult, that's when motivation bails on you. If you are dependent on motivation to help you reach your fitness goal with your New Year's resolution stuff, with your New Year, New Me stuff, you're going to be in the same boat that you was in 2021. It takes discipline to actually accomplish a goal. I told you guys last segment, discipline and driven are brothers. And the parents of discipline and driven are consistency and consistent. The first family of success. Those four key components. Discipline, drive, consistency. If you don't have those four, your New Year's resolution is trash. And you are going to fail once again. Because you keep depending on the same thing that you depend on every year. If you do what you always gotten, people, like I've always told you, if you consistently do what you've always done, you're going to continuously get what you have always gotten. It's not going to change. It's going to be the same outcome. Somebody got to tell you. If you want to lose those 3-4 stomachs, I suggest you be disciplined. If you want to lose those 4 chins, I suggest you be disciplined. If you want your body to stop shaking when you standing still, I suggest you use discipline. All you gotta do is call up discipline. It's there for you. Discipline is never going to leave you. Discipline is always going to be loyal to you, but you got to be loyal to it. See, if you're not loyal to discipline, it doesn't work that way. You got to be on the same path as discipline. Now, if you're just looking for a good time, if you're just looking for a good feel, just something to make you feel good for the moment, if you got some time to kill, then go ahead and jump on the motivation train. But if you want something real, if you want to reap a reward, if you want to see, if you really want to see some results, go to discipline. Discipline gonna treat you right. Discipline gonna touch you right. Discipline gonna make you feel good at night. Discipline gonna make you feel good in the middle of the night. Discipline gonna make you feel good in the morning. Discipline gonna call and check on you. Hey, you good? Discipline gonna show you the difference between fake and real. Discipline is gonna show you what loyalty looks like and feel like. But if you want to keep messing with the nonsense, just stay with motivation. You can depend on motivation to keep slapping you in the face with the bullshit. You can believe I'm telling you, you can believe that motivation gonna always piss down your back and ain't even gonna give you the courtesy to let you know that it just rained. It's not even gonna motivation ain't gonna attempt to fool you. Motivation gonna play games with you. Motivation gonna have you on a constant, consistent, everlasting, forever seesaw. And you're gonna be constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You're gonna be on a seesaw for years. You know why? Because you like toxic motivation. You like that. You thrive off that. If you ain't got toxic motivation in your life, you don't know what to do with yourself. The problem is that you so used to toxic motivation, you don't even know what discipline looked like if it was bare naked in front of your face. You don't even know what it looks like because you've been so dependent almost all your life off of motivation. Motivation ain't gonna get that body to change, baby. Motivation ain't gonna get that lean muscle tissue, baby. Motivation ain't gonna get that damn weight off, baby. Motivation ain't gonna get that body fat in the healthy range where it needs to be, baby. Motivation is not going to have your actual body look like it defies age. Motivation ain't gonna do shit for you. Motivation is nothing gonna make you feel good in the beginning. You can never depend or rely on motivation, period. That's why your body is going to continuously look deplorable. That's why your body is going to get worse and keep looking like melted ice cream from year to year because you keep depending on motivation. Why would you want something that's just have all these mood swings just like you every day of the week? See, you don't know what you're going to get from motivation from Monday to Sunday. You don't know. You wake up like, oh shit, it's Tuesday. I don't know what motivation gonna bring today. What kind of mood motivation in today? Motivation never shows and proves nothing. I told you it's a feel good, it's a feel good moment. That's all it is. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. You see people all the time. I'm motivated, 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 I'm motivated. I'm motivated. I'd be like, that's why these fools keep failing, because they keep saying they motivated. Motivation is it's a feel good thing, man. The loving with motivation is mediocre at best, but that's all you know. And then when you get good loving that's better than motivation, you don't even know how to act like that because you're so addicted to toxic. The the toxic, all the toxicness of motivation. So even when you get something good, you ain't gonna know what to do with it anyway, and you're gonna screw that up. And then you're gonna get mad when discipline kicks your ass to the curb and goes somewhere. Because see, somebody with some common sense and somebody that really gets it ain't never gonna let discipline go. Ain't never fought over nobody in his life, but it will fight you over discipline. It will fight you over discipline. Like, nah, I waited too damn long to get discipline in my life. I'll be damn, I'll be let motivation gonna try. No, motivation, you walk your ass up here, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's how, see, when you get it, let me tell you something, man. When you get a taste of the right thing, you'll never want to taste nothing else again. That's how discipline makes you feel. Because discipline equates into results. Discipline shows you, listen, this shit gonna be hard, but I'm right there with you. I ain't gonna leave you in a foxhole taking grenades by your damn self. You'll never have to worry about it. You could call me up 24/7. I'm gonna deliver 10 out of 10. I'm the only thing that's gonna be there for you 10 toes down but you got to unleash yourself and unrelinquish that toxic mentality that you've always had, because that's all you're familiar with. People miss out on a major thing because they've been dumb for so long, since high school, college, early 20s, 30s, and dumb in their 40s, and still messing with toxic motivation. Discipline gonna challenge your ass it's gonna challenge the way you think. Discipline gonna say stuff and you're gonna be like, damn, that was deep. What does that even mean? Discipline gonna make you want to learn something different. Discipline gonna make you crave that taste of something different. Discipline gonna make you yearn the feeling of that thing that's something different. You're gonna want more and more. Don't screw it up and go dibbling dabbling with that toxic. Let me tell you something about that toxic behavior with motivation. That shit always gonna be the same. It'll be camouflage and something else, but that shit gonna be the same. And you're gonna be looking like boo-boo the fool every single time. And discipline gonna be looking at your dud ass and be like, you know what? Your ass don't even deserve nothing good because you just stuck on stupid. You deserve for your body to look just like that. You don't deserve me. You too dumb to have me in your life. You too dumb. You too dumb to have me in your life. So keep messing with. Now, when motivation fucks you over again, don't call me, because I'm gonna curse your ass out from A to Z. Don't call me. Don't bother me. Don't contact me. Discipline will act like your ass has never existed. It will erase you from its cerebral forever. It will erase you from its mere existence forever. Mess that up if you want to. And keep dibbling dabbling that toxic stuff. Discipline like, nah, you ain't no coming back. Discipline gonna tell you I don't walk backwards. Discipline gonna look you in the face and not bat an eye. It's gonna look you in the face like, I don't walk backwards. I don't give a damn how sorry you are. Because you premeditated that move going back to that toxic shit. You thought it out. You planned it. That's what you wanted in that moment. And then you get in that moment and you pissed off and like, damn, this shit ain't changed. And discipline and told you, you already know what you're going to get there. But you so used to that bullshit shit that you don't know how to act when you're something new. That's why people always go back to what they're comfortable in. People always go back to what they know, because that new thing is challenging as fuck. And that's why y'all keep looking the same when it comes to your body. That's why you keep doing the same bullshit shit with these jive ass, dud ass, sorry ass, lame ass New Year's resolutions that you never get fulfilled. They never come into fruition. You keep going back to them clown ass niggas of toxic motivation. But that's what you like. You don't know no different. And I kind of feel sorry for you, because you will never get it. Because you know why? You all about feeling comfortable. That's why people fail. See, here's the thing. On your fitness journey, you're battling with discipline and motivation. Discipline is everything you ever fucking dreamed of. It looks good, it feels good, got your body doing shit it never done before. You feeling so good. When those endorphins really kick in, when you messing with discipline, it's like something you never even felt before. But that thing that you think that you need, or you may want, you just like, let me just creep over here to motivation and be the same old shit. You will compromise yourself over bullshit. That's on you at the end of the day. That's on you. You are where you are when it comes to your fitness journey. Why? Based off a decision you make. And see, here's the thing. Here's how it's going to change. And this is how your life makes a 360-degree change. You have to change the way you think. Until you good people change the way you think, there is nothing going to change about your body. There's nothing going to change about your fitness journey. There's nothing going to change about your weight. There's nothing going to change about lean muscle tissue, body fat drop. There's nothing going to change. You're still going to be looking like a hot mess naked. There's nothing going to change about you. Why? Because you refuse to leave toxic motivation alone. You refuse. Toxic motivation don't care nothing about satisfying you, period. It's all about themselves. Toxic motivation, all it wants to do is get what it needs to get up out of you. That's it. And once the feel-good moment subsides, toxic motivation is running and leaving you on an island all assed out alone once again, making you look like a fool. Some of y'all like looking like a fool. Y'all, some of y'all really like looking like the fool, but you can't help it. You can't help it because you refuse to step up to the challenge of something new. Because something new is going to challenge you. It's going to challenge you. It's going to keep adversity right there in your face. It's going to keep that brutal truth right there in your face. It's going to keep checking you right there in your face. It's going to be like, no, I don't know who, I know what you're used to and all that other bullshit that you did with all that mother toxic motive. You can't work. That shit is not going to work here. And discipline ain't wrong about that because discipline knows its purpose. Discipline knows its place. Discipline knows what it brings. And let me tell you something, man. My mother used to say this all the time. Sean, why be with people who ain't challenge you to elevate mentally? Your growth comes from wherever your mental takes you. Did you catch that? Your growth comes from where your mental takes you. That's why a lot of people always they're gonna constantly be on loan. That's why a lot of people is always gonna be the bridesmaid and never the freaking bride. Never the freaking bride. You got people who've been a bridesmaid and ain't never made it to the bride. There's reasons for that. Oh, damn it. My mom used to tell me, oh, there's reasons for that. Let them tell you that bullshit and shit all they want to. They ain't lying. There's reasons for that. They are the cause of it. You keep making the wrong, bummed up, fucked up decisions. And that's why your body keeps looking like it's condemned. Because you won't go from motivation to discipline. You don't want to do discipline. Because discipline gonna stay on your ass. You don't want discipline. Because it's gonna keep you in line. You don't want discipline because it's gonna give you that truth with no chaser. You want what you know. You want what you're comfortable. And it ain't even good for you. And just like I said, everything in it is mediocre at best. At best. I have seen people get something they never ever had before and still dibble and dabble with motivation. And I'll be like, dude, you ain't trying to change. You ain't trying to get your body to change. You're not trying to get your body to get to the next level. You're just not. You so accustomed to motivation. That's what you love. I'm looking at these comments. I don't know what that one person's comment is foreign. Whatever you put there, I don't speak that language. L. Allen says, I'm battling with aches and pains too from working out, but I love how I feel afterwards from a good workout for sure. Your mom was right. Oh, yeah, I know she was right, man. It just took me forever and a day to get it. She was right about everything. And I tell people all the time, if I would have just listened to everything that woman said, there's no telling what my life would be. It would definitely, I would definitely be at a high hierarchy in life, doing other things if I would have just listened. I got it a little bit late, but it's never too late to still get to that place, because I got plans. I got plans for me and whoever's in my circle. And they just don't know it. So here's the thing. And that's the thing about discipline. Discipline always got plans for you. It ain't telling you it's planned. That's why it's called a plan. It wants to surprise you. And when it hits you in your face, like, damn, man, I ain't used to this, because you've been so used to dealing with motivation. That's why you're not used to it. See, motivation don't believe in redemption. Motivation don't believe in change. Motivation don't believe in nothing. Motivation feels like, oh, everything's going to stay the same. No, no, that's not true. Change comes from changing the way your mind thinks. Change your mind changes your life. Change your mind changes your life. So go to a mirror. Go to any mirror. Look at yourself. Stare at yourself. Take off all your clothes. You happy with that shit? Are you happy with that bullshit that you're looking at? And if you're not happy to it, if you're not happy with it, leave motivation the fuck alone. Because it means nothing. It means nothing for you. It's gonna set your ass up all the time, and you're gonna be right back there December 31st talking about your dud ass, sorry ass, job ass, New Year's resolutions. Again, ain't you tired of going to that place? How about reaching a goal with discipline? And you and discipline both looking good together. Both of y'all looking tight together. Y'all both walk in the room, people like, God damn, you got everybody heads turning. Why? Because you with discipline now. Life is different with discipline. Discipline is going to challenge you in every way, every single day. Discipline gonna put up with your bullshit, okay? Because it feels as if, you know what, you worth me putting up with your bullshit. But discipline always is also gonna get that work out your ass. And discipline gonna tell you how you are. And you know, discipline is not gonna do anything that compromises you. It ain't gonna do nothing to put you in. It's gonna protect you. It's not gonna compromise you. When you with discipline, you feel safe. When you with discipline, you feel secure. When you with discipline, you feel like, golly, all eyes on me, all eyes on us. Discipline gonna let you know. It's gonna look you in the face and say, you know what? Discipline gonna let you know, because discipline is confidence as hell. Now, discipline is confident as hell. Discipline gonna let you know. Listen, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when me and you put this thing together. We are forced together. I'm a movement by myself because I'm disciplined. I'm already a damn movement. See, motivation can never say it's a movement. Motivation ain't shit. It ain't no movement. Discipline can look you in the face and guarantee you I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when me and you together, though. But you got to be wise enough to wake up and literally see, what the hell am I wasting time for? Listen, life is short, people. It's precious. Stop wasting your time with motivation. You need to let motivation ass go. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Don't whine, don't bitch, complain, don't even vent or even talk about it, because that's what you choose to do. That's what you choose every damn day you wake up. You choose it because it's convenient. You choose it because it's easy. It's lifeless as hell. You ain't getting shit out of it. You bored out of your goddamn mind. Ain't nothing satisfying you from the beginning to the end with motivation. But you're comfortable. So you stand in a place of comfort because you don't want no challenges. You stand in a place of comfort because you don't want no adversity. You stand in a place of comfort because you don't want no growth. Let me tell you, if you want growth, you won't be talking that shit. You will be acting on shit. There's a difference. You won't be faking moves. You will be making moves. There's a difference. If you want your body to change, if you want consistency in your life, no matter what bullshit you got to deal with, if you get with discipline, it ain't gonna let you down. If you get with discipline, you will see, smell, feel, and be able to touch what consistency looks like. But you got to get with discipline. You need to break up with motivation and never go back to motivation again. You need to walk away from motivation and never look back. If you want your body to change and stay changing from year to year, you need to walk away from motivation and never look back. Because if you look back, that's it. You're done. It's a done data for you. But if you want change, you got to jump on the discipline train. And that, my friends, is the difference between discipline and motivation. You ain't getting shit out of life with motivation. And I'm going to end it with this. Discipline will take you and your body to places motivation never could ever dream of, fathom, or even that can't even pretend. Motivation alone says it's going to take you to those places. It's never going to take you to those places. It's never going to make your body feel like you have an out of body experience. You're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. You will never have it. You will always have mediocre. But when you make that choice to stay with motivation, don't go bother. Once you make that choice, once you make that decision, support that. Discipline gonna tell you, support that damn decision, because ain't no love here no more. Love is gone. You can't come back here because discipline is looking at you like, no, I need something. I don't need nothing weak. That weakness gonna bring me down. You don't deserve me because you don't even know what good is. And discipline will let you fall flat on your face with motivation and see you from afar. All discipline gonna do is shake his head and be like, that's what you chose. That's what you chose. And you're gonna see discipline. And every time you see discipline, discipline always gonna be looking good. Every time you see discipline, discipline ain't gonna never let that body slide. Every time you see discipline, you're gonna have regret. Every time you see discipline, you're gonna be slobbing at the bottom. Every time you see discipline, you ain't never gonna see discipline slipping. And then you're gonna have your friends like, dang, girl, that's what you girl, you couldn't have made that work. Girl, you could not have made that work. Wow. Laughing at you. But that's what you choose. If you want your body to change and stay constantly changing, you have to break up with motivation. If you do not break up with motivation, motivation is going to forever and always be your downfall. You got to make the choice to break up the motivation and go to discipline. Because if you go with discipline, discipline will have you feeling and doing things that you never felt and done before. Discipline will have you fight over it. Discipline will have you want to fight somebody over them. There's a difference between discipline and motivation. Discipline and motivation fails in comparison. That's all I got. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'll start judging people once I'm perfect. But since I'm in no way in danger of the ever becoming perfect, you'll never have to worry about this brother ever judging you. Hey, Lisa, what's going on? What's going on? Looking like my uncle. It's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot. And that's a good compliment because he was a good looking dude, Lisa. He was a good looking dude, man. So I take that compliment and I'm going to run with it. But y'all stay up, man. I got stuff to do. But I hope you got the distinctive difference between discipline and motivation. Okay? There's a difference. And you can accomplish a lot with discipline. You ain't going to accomplish nothing with motivation. I catch you guys on the flip. Listen, next segment is going to be on Monday on my boy Brandon's show. No, on my show. My show on Monday. My next show is going to be on Monday, and I'm going to have Brandon. And the title, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. When you when you have to relinquish and send them back to the city. Oh, that's going to be a good one. I'm going to let you know Brandon going to go in on that one. I'm going to let y'all know. The title again is When You Have to Send Them Back to the City. Oh, within that segment alone, we're going to ruffle some feathers on that one, man. But it is what it is. Sometimes you got to send their ass back to the city. Sometimes you got to send them back where you drop them back off where you found them from. Put them right back there. It's like the post. You can accept anybody. You can accept anybody for where they are. But you can always put them in their place. But I digress. Y'all stay up, man. Keep it positive out there, and I'll catch you guys next one. on the next one. Okay. Remember, love is love. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace.